welcome back to the fifth part of this video, so which we are going to be creating the snake and also the food. So now to do that, now we need to come back to this, choose a sprite and then paint. So we need to draw a snake. So for drawing the snake, it's just going to be a simple snake. Alright, so we have a snake here, we need to rename it. But also let's go back to this sprite one and then draw the snake first before renaming it. So I'll go to my circle, just going to be a simple snake. So if you notice, the color is white, so I don't want white, so I'm just going to come to this view and then change the color to let's see, I can change to any color. So you can change just to any color, but for mine I'm going to select color, okay, color blue. Okay, I think I've never seen a blue snake. Have you? Okay, I've never seen, but a green snake, I think I've seen a green snake. So let me choose a green. So we have a green snake here. Yes. Alright, we have a green snake here. So let me just see the way the snake is. Very simple. Alright, so don't need to draw many big things. You can also try to design the snake. Draw it very big or draw it any way you want. Well, for this video I'm using to draw it, make it simple. Alright, so I've come to code and then rename it. I will rename it as snake, but before I rename it as snake, I need to rename this one that is the first screen. So I just need to name it snake where is it, snake first. So I name it as snake first, then come to this sprite one and then rename this one as the snake. So this is the real snake for a game. Alright, so let's write some code for it now. The code that make it move around. So to make it move around now, we need to write a code. Now usually is on Scratch, to make an object to move, you have to be clicking on the arrow button or simultaneously for it to move. So you want to do it in a way that whenever you click on the arrow button, maybe up arrow key once, the snake will move up like continuously. It will stop until you click on the next arrow button on your keyboard, then it can move, change the direction again. So let's do that now. To achieve that, go to variables and then go to variables, then click on make a variable. So but before we do that, let's delete this variable. So right click on my variable, then click on delete my variable. Alright, so you should have no variable here now. So you should be saying make a variable, make a list, and make a block. So we want to make a variable, so click on it. So I will click on it now, then I will type directions there, direction. So type direction there. So choose for all sprites and then click on OK. So you can see then should have it say direction then 0. So what I will have now, so what next now we do is to come to this event or then come to when space key pressed, drag it up here. So let's put it up here so that I can arrange our code. So I should have when arrow up arrow key, I'll change this, click on this space key, then change up arrow key, then come back to variables, then you see set direction to 0, bring it up here. So let me make my screen to be bigger. Then when up arrow key pressed, set direction to up. You can see, then I will duplicate it, right click and duplicate, or just go and do it again manually, same way we did it the other time. So down arrow key, then set direction to down, then duplicate it again. I'm going to duplicate it 2 times so that I won't have to do it again. Then when our right arrow key pressed, set direction to right. When left arrow key pressed, set direction to left. Alright, so next thing we need to do, so let's see what we have done so far now. So when I click on the up arrow key on my keyboard, so look at your keyboard and then click on the up arrow key, then see what happens. So when I click on the down arrow key now, you see what happens. These directions change to down. So when I click on right, change to right. When I click on left, change to left, and when I click on up, change to up. So make sure that yours is also working like this. Alright, but when you do that now, nothing's happening. The snake is neither moving, or it's not even moving at all, or changing position. So it's neither moving nor changing position, so we need to make it move now. So, and to achieve that, we need to do something. We need to start writing some code. So let's go to events, and then do when green flag clicked. Then when the green flag is clicked, we need to do something. We need to change set direction to, so go to variables, and then do set direction to right. So make sure that the name you type here is correct with the one you're typing here. Alright, so next thing we need to do is to come to this control, and then do forever, just like what I'm doing now. So follow what I'm doing, so that is forever. And when you mean what's mean by forever, that is, it must happen continuously, forever, eternity. Okay, until you click on the stop button here, that's when it stops, but it happens forever. Alright, so forever. Then if then bring it here. So what happens? I will go to my operators, then come to equal to. So what happens now? I do equal to. So I will come to this. I will go to my variables, and then do if direction is equal to up. Can you see if direction is equal to up? Then I go to my motion, and then do change y by 10. So let's see what happens now. I click on the green flag, and then click on select happen. You can see, click on start. Remember what you did the other time. Start, see what happens, and then I click on up, and see what happens. The snake goes up. So the up arrow is working. Then remember, if direction is equal to up, that is when I click on the direction is equal to up. That when I click on the, remember what I've set it to. That is when I click on the up arrow key, then change y by 10. So now let's see what this, now we is on Scratch. We have the y and s axis. So we have the y axis, which is vertical, sorry, the y axis, which is vertical, and the horizontal axis is for the s. So we have the s axis, which is horizontal like this, and the y axis. So that is the y up now is plus, y down is minus, left is minus, and right is plus. Alright, so I need to duplicate this one now for the down arrow key. So I'll do when direction is, if direction is equal to down, then change y by minus 10. So let's see. So start. So can you see now it's going up and it's going down, going up and it's coming down, but it can't go right and also to the left. So stop. So I will duplicate it again. So but this time around we are going to change something from it. So when direction is equal to right, then what happens? Nothing happened. So we need to remove this change y by minus 10, and then change it to change s by 10. So I need to change s by 10. So let's see what happens now. When I click on the green flag now, I think it can go up now. Green flag, it can go up, it can come down. You can see. So if you notice, the snake is here. It should be in the middle, so we need to set it to the center. So what we need to do to make it always come to the center, anytime you click on the green flag, the snake must always come to the center. We do it in a jiffy. But let's finish this, the arrow key. So let's come here. You can see direction is right, then let's change this one. If direction is equal to left, then change s by minus 10. Minus 10. So when I click on the green flag now, let's see, it's going all left, right, it's moving around now. It's working perfectly well. You can see. So but there's something that's not happening. So when I click on the green flag now, you see it still remains where it was before. So we need to bring it to the center, so that when I click on the green flag, it's come to the center. So to do that now, I need to scroll up. I will scroll up to when green flag click, then I will go to motion and then go to S. So you see, go to wherever you are seeing here. So I just drag it here and then change this one to 0 and then the Y to 0. So when I click on the screen, let's see what happens now. You can see it always go to the center. Start from the center. Can you see? Go to center. So the center is 0 0. So it go to center then. And if you notice, it's very fast. It's super fast, very fast. Now to make it slower, just change Y by 10, change to maybe lower number, maybe 5, 3, or any number that you know that pleases you. So I'm going to change mine to -5. So everything's going to 5, you know, -5. Alright, so 5. So 5. So let's see now. I see it's not slower now. Great. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is to make, now we need to write a code. Are you seeing it? So very good. So there's something we need to write now. So the next thing we need to do is to come to control and then come down and then do create clone of myself. So let's see what happens. Can see what happens. See what happens. It's becoming longer. I see it has turned to a snake already. I see, but then it's splitted. Alright, so now what we need to do now is to write a code now. But there's something I want us to do. If you notice that anytime you click on the green flag, this one still appears, it's still there, nothing happens. It should live there. You should not be having this snake, and this snake game starts anytime you are started playing the game. So there's something we need to do. So what I just do is to scroll up. Okay, let's do it down. Let's come down so that we can just be, you know, arrange our code according to how we are doing it. So I'll do when green flag clicked, then hide. So hide. So you know what I will do? I will delete it and then go and do it up. Excuse me. So I will come down, then I've just drag this one down. Drag this one down. So I splitted it now. Then I'll just do it down. When green flag is clicked, when the green flag is clicked, then it should hide, just like this. Then I'll go to my events and then do when I receive start game. Can you see? When I start game, then go to looks, show. You can see when I see start game, show. That's for the snake. I go back to my snake. You can see what happens now. So see what happens. The snake is no longer there again. Very good. So when I click on the start now, what happens? It remains just the snake there. So the snake is only the one there. So all the other things are gone. And if you notice, whenever I click on the start button to, the snake is no longer there again. Why? Because of this code I've just written. Now that is when green flag clicked, hide, and then when I receive start game, show. So we need to write a code. Now remember, we have written a code that make it to duplicate. That was create clone of myself. So we need to write a code also. So go to your control and then do when I start as a clone. When I start as a clone, then clone, then wait 0.1 seconds, 0.1 seconds, and then delete this clone. So scroll down and then look for where there's delete this clone. So let's see again. Green flag, start. So let's, can you see now? It's now smaller now. Instead of becoming just long, it's no longer be long again. It's now shorter now. Alright, so we stop here for this video. The next video we start, we create the food and also the functionality for the food. Bye for now.